My dreams are nightmares. How can I sleep? You got the gun against me.
What's going on, everybody? KingofDragons 5000 here, coming at you with another figure review. Today we'll be having a look at the Storm Collectibles, the greatest Muhammad Ali action figure. And so here we have Muhammad Ali posed and out of the packaging. Before we have a look at the figure, let's actually run through his accessories really fast. He doesn't come with much, unfortunately. He does come with 3 different head sculpts. He comes with a neutral expression that he has on him right now. He comes with a head where he's gritting his teeth. And then he comes with a roaring head. Muhammad Ali also does come with a soft goods robe, which does say Muhammad Ali on the back. So overall, really light on the accessories, but I think it works for Muhammad Ali. Maybe a title would have been sufficient for Muhammad Ali, but with that out of the way, guys, let's actually move on to his details. And so here we have a closer look at Muhammad Ali, and Storm Collectibles has yet again done a really good job with this figure. Now, I really do love the eyes on this figure. You can see that it's not just painted, but there's also a clear coat over the eyes, which gives it a really nice sheen. That's a really nice little detail, and the face sculpt on this is awesome. There's a lot of nice little details on it that you don't really notice unless you would look at it really closely, such as the little scar right above his eyebrow right there. Just looks really good, and it does look like Muhammad Ali, so Storm Collectibles has done an amazing job at bringing out the likeness in Muhammad Ali, at least in his younger days, and this is actually Muhammad Ali in his prime. Really love the sculpt work on his hair, and it's painted wonderfully, no errors on mine. But just overall, really great detail on that head sculpt. It even looks like he has a little bit of 5 o'clock shadow, which is really good. I do appreciate small little details like that. Moving on to his body, Muhammad Ali doesn't use the same sculpt as Mike Tyson, which makes sense. Muhammad Ali, though was a big guy, he was really slim, and this figure actually does represent that. You can see he does have a vein from his shoulder going down to his arm. Really nice, slender, yet muscular build. I do like that. Really good job there. Just like with all the other Storm Collectibles, he does have a softer torso, which does help with posing, and he has a lot of range when it comes to posing, and we'll get into that when we have a look at his articulation. You can see he is wearing Everlast boxing gloves, which is done really nicely. The Everlast logo is done really well, and then the paintwork on his gloves is done beautifully. There's a darker airbrushing going on here. If we look on the inside, just really nice detail with the laces right there. Same thing right here with the straps, the Velcro strapping that the boxing gloves have. So overall, really good detail there. You can see he is wearing his traditional black and white boxing trunks. You can see it says Everlast right here in the front. We have a nice black elastic band going all the way around. We have a stripe right here, and it's a black stripe. Works really good. Just like with Mike Tyson, really nice soft goods here. Really like the material they went with as well. It's a really nice shiny, I want to say it's polyester, but I don't think that's 100% right, but it looks good. It looks phenomenal. The light catches it beautifully, and it works for this figure. Going all the way down to his legs, you can see that there's really not much detail on the legs besides the sculpt work on his muscles. I do have a little bit of an error on mine where you can see they got a little heavy-handed with the paint. I don't know if that's supposed to be dry brushing to bring out some of the detailing, but you can see, especially right here on his left boot, it's a little sloppy at the top. But overall, the sculpt work on his boot is done phenomenally. You can see the laces are done really nice. Just all the detail you'd expect on Muhammad Ali is there. So Storm Collectibles has knocked it out of the park on detail with this figure, but that's to be expected. So with the detail on Muhammad Ali out of the way, let's actually get him compared to other figures you may have in your collection. Here we have Muhammad Ali posed next to a Marvel Legends Cyclops and a Mattel DC Multiverse Superman. Here we have Muhammad Ali posed next to a WWE Elite Scale figure and a Mezco 1/12 Collective Popeye the Sailor Man. Here we have Muhammad Ali posed next to a Lightning Collection White Ranger and a Star Wars Black Series Mandalorian. And finally, here we have the Storm Collectibles Muhammad Ali posed next to the Storm Collectibles Iron Mike Tyson. So with the comparisons out of the way, let's actually move on to Ali's articulation. Now, Muhammad Ali does sport a lot of articulation, and I think I like it a little more than Mike Tyson. It works just a little bit better. He does have a ball joint in the head, which does let him look up to about that far. He can look down about that far, can tilt his head side to side, and that's because it is on a ball joint, as you can see. On mine, it is a little bit loose on the neutral head, but all the other heads are tighter. That's probably because the head's been on there the longest. But we do have a barbell going from the head all the way to the torso, so he can crunch his head down all the way, can look up to about that far. Really nice head tilt there. It looks really natural, so good movement on his head there. We do have a butterfly joint, which is technically a ball joint in a cup inside the torso, so we do have backwards movement. We have forward movement, and you can see it comes out really far. It goes down, goes up, goes all the way around, so really do like that movement. Arms do go out to the side, and in conjunction with the ball joint, whoop, I accidentally popped it out, but if you're a little too rough with it, you will end up popping the arm out, so do be aware of that. Give me one moment while I plug this back in. So the arm pops back into place, so if you are a little bit rough with it, don't worry, it will pop out. That's better than breaking, honestly. But we do have a full 360 right there. We have a swivel at the bicep, which works really well. Double bend at the elbow, giving us a little bit better than 90 degrees. But in conjunction with that hinge right here in the shoulder and a butterfly joint, you can see he can cover up really well. And I just popped that arm back out of socket. Give me one moment. So popping in the arm one more time, you can see that we do get really good range here, so we can actually have him covering up, which is important in boxing. Just like with all the other Storm collectible figures, he does have a ball joint here in the wrist going into a hinge. Now that would move around normally, but unfortunately, because he does have a really long glove that goes past the wrist, we don't really get much use out of that hinge, so that is a little bit unfortunate. We do have a really generous ball joint right here in the torso. As you can see, it does move all the way around, goes back, goes forward quite a bit, so I do like that. Leans side to side, really far side, but do be careful because you do start opening up and we do get gaps, so be cautious on how you're posing them. We have a lower ball joint right here in the lower torso, which does go all the way around as well. Goes back in conjunction with the top joint, really far back, but again, we do have some gapping right there. He does crunch forward all the way forward, and then we do have a gap in the back, but you're not going to be looking at the back. So really do like that. Swivels at the waist, no problem. And we do get rotation up here. Legs do kick forward to about there. Don't know why you have Muhammad Ali throwing out kicks, but that is an option. Goes back all the way and goes out to the side. Oh, could be better, but it is hindered by the shorts, so do be aware of that. We do have rotation up high in the thigh. It does seem like it crashes with the crotch piece right here, so you do have to be careful about that. But he does have thigh rotation, and yeah, it does butt up against the softer crotch piece right up here. We do have double bend in the knee going only about that far. We do have rotation at the boot, which is stiff on mine. That side works a little better, so it's only stiff on this side. We do have a hinge in the ankle, which goes back about that far. Goes forward about that far, could be better. Forward facing pin for rocker ankle. And of course, we have a toe hinge. So overall, Muhammad Ali has a lot of good articulation. And if you're like me, who goes a little bit too crazy on articulation, you will pop some things out. But I'd rather than pop out than break, so overall, really do like the way this came out. So what we're going to do now is get him posed for my final thoughts, and then we'll wrap up this review. And so here we have Muhammad Ali posed for my final thoughts. And overall, this is a beautiful figure, and a lot of care went into this figure. And you can tell Storm Collectibles really did take their time with this figure. The paint apps all over his body look amazing. The head sculpts are phenomenal. The little details like the Everlast logos are something you really wouldn't pay attention to, but they are there, so that's something I do appreciate. Now, I am a huge fan of sports, especially combat sports such as boxing and MMA, and I think this is a really good representation of Muhammad Ali. There aren't too many Muhammad Ali figures out in the market. I believe NECA's the only other one that has it. Between the two, I think the Storm Collectibles figure is much better. The other one is really stylized, and this figure does look a lot like Muhammad Ali. If you're a fan of Muhammad Ali and you want to have this figure in your collection, he still is available online at retail such as BigBadToyStore.com or of course Bluefin Distribution. If you are looking for him, at the time I'm making this video, he should be roughly $40. Originally this figure was going for $65, I believe it was, but with sales and going on, I think that's a really good time to get this figure if you're a fan of Muhammad Ali and you have Mike Tyson and you want to have them battle to see who is the greatest of all time. You can. Now, I didn't actually purchase this figure. This was actually a gift from my brother for Christmas, so huge shout out to my brother for getting this for Christmas. It's a really awesome gift and I really do like it. So with that being said, guys, I'm King of Dragons 5000. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel. Go check out all my other action figure reviews as well as my other Storm collectible and other import videos. Hopefully you find them informative. As always, if there's a figure you would like to see me review, let me know down in the comments, and if it's in my collection, I'll definitely have a look at it. While you're at it, check out my Instagram account for new and exciting action figure photos, and as always, ring that bell to be notified every time I upload a video. Until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Take care, everyone.